Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So, back by popular demand, I'm here with my mother, and and we are going to be answering random questions using the random question randomizer. Again, we had a lot of fun doing the last one, so we thought we'd do another one. And so let's just get started, shall we? Okay. What is your opinion on tattoos? And how many tattoos do you have?
I have 3, hope soon to have 4. I like tattoos. Now, full sleeves on a woman kind of bother me. And I prefer blue ink or black ink tattoos. I'm not into colors.
I have 6 tattoos, and I want to get another one. And I want to get another one, and actually I probably want to get 3 more. So yeah, I like tattoos. I mean, full sleeves or whatnot. I mean, I don't care. People get what you want to get. You know what I mean? It's just that sometimes when you just do a bunch of random stuff, it doesn't look cohesive. It doesn't look good.
Right.
It just looks like a bunch of random stuff on your arm or your leg. I like kind of cohesive tattoos. I like black and white, maybe with just a hint of color. But I like tattoos. Yeah, do what you want to do.
Well, I don't mind full sleeves on a guy. I think it's kind of sexy. Facial tattoos, if they're tasteful, not just FU on your forehead, or that skull face, Other than that, tattoos are fine.
So, yeah. So my husband is thinking about getting a tattoo, right?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't have any. And so he's been looking up tattoos and stuff like that. And I'm like, because he keeps saying, he's like, oh, I like this one, I like that one. And I say, get something that's meaningful to you. You know what I mean? What means something to you? Because he keeps looking at other people's tattoos and he's like, I want that, I want that. Well, what does that mean to you? You know what I mean?
Yes.
It doesn't mean anything to him. I said, because he's also the type that's really wishy-washy. And I know that if he sees something and he gets it, 6 months later he's going to hate it.
Right. Because it didn't mean anything.
It didn't mean anything to him.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to tell him, get something that's meaningful to you.
Right. That's what I did. Except my first one. I just recommend you don't go in drunk and ask for, stuff put on you that really you don't want. But thank goodness I had a really good guy, because I said I wanted can I say the word Peter? I asked for a really big, and I said the word Peter, like, as in Peterbilt. Anyway, so I ended up with a rabbit on my back, and so Peter Rabbit instead of...
Why would you even want that?
I was drunk. That's what I'm saying. Don't go in drunk, because you'll look and look and look at tattoos. I had no idea what I wanted, and we were just... I was,
You're like, fine, I'll get this.
Yeah, I mean, I was, 21. I was legal age, and I went with a friend, and we drank. All the way there and all the way back. Which, don't drink and drive.
So.
And then the other 2 I have mean something to me, and it took a long time to decide. I just didn't... I
look up
knew
someone else's tattoo and be like, that's what I want.
Right. I looked, I don't know, visualized. And some prayer came with that, so I got what means something to me now.
So, anyway, so I guess our short answer is we like tattoos.
Exactly. It took a long time getting there, but we did.
Okay, next question. What's something uncomfortable but you feel everyone should experience at least once in their life?
You go first while I think about it.
Well, I don't know. I was hoping you'd go first.
Something uncomfortable.
But you feel everyone should experience at least once in their life.
Say hi. Hi. Childbirth.
No. Public speaking.
Oh yeah, public speaking for me is extremely uncomfortable.
Public speaking is uncomfortable, but you should at least do it once. Or even not. I mean, if you want to go like debating, you know,
right?
Like
acting on stage.
Acting on stage, something where you have to do in front of other people.
Well, I mean, the first time I did act on, stage, I was very uncomfortable. But then it got easy. I think everybody should do that. Get themselves out there at least once. Diving off a bridge was very uncomfortable, and I did it, and I'll never do it again. But because it was too scary for me. But yeah, I think public speaking is probably, for all of us, one of the most uncomfortable things we don't want to do.
So yeah, public speaking, acting, doing something in front of others like that. Let's see here. What do you wish you had spent more time doing when you were younger?
Mommy.
Being free. not getting married so young. I wish I would have spent more time focusing on me.
Yeah, me too. Getting married young was not, well, it gave me freedom. I mean, so if you know how you said more freedom, getting married did give me freedom. But what I think, I would have to say now being, 60 and looking back and knowing what life has happened, I would have to say I should have studied more. I should have applied more time studying in school and focusing on a career. I wish I would have done something like that when I was younger.
What is something that you like that your parents do?
Camping! My parents, we went camping so much when we were younger, and even my parents didn't, until my father passed away, they would go camping. So mine is traveling, camping. And you?
And me.
And what's your answer?
I'll get back to you on that. No, something that you like that your parents do. So that could go either. So I would say, I think my parents support me. I like that my parents support me.
Aww.
No matter what I do.
Aww, that's true. That's true. Guys, we love you.
Do you have a favorite brand?
The only thing that I buy that's a constant is my laundry soap. I like Gain laundry soap. So that would be my only constant in brands. Yep. Whatever's cheapest that week.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not loyal to, when it comes to like grocery store, I'm not loyal to any brands, whatever's cheapest. Like clothing line though, like, I really like, Max Mara. I like, if I could afford those brands.
Yeah, I have no favorites in that.
Yeah, but when it comes to grocery store, those kind of brands, nah. Not really.
Yeah, me neither. Like I said, the only thing is my laundry soap. I like, that's the only constant that I buy is Gain.
I have been buying Tide Pods because they smell really good, but, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not loyal to any brands. If you could play a prank on any historical figure, who would you pick and what prank would you do? That's weird.
That is a weird question. George Washington, and I'd light his teeth on fire. That's the only thing that popped in my head. Prank.
Well, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
I would catfish Napoleon Bonaparte.
That's a good one. Yeah, okay. That's good. I like that.
Send him love letters and be a catfish. I mean, I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my head.
I know. That's a question I really never think about, you know?
Yeah, I've never, ever thought about that question before. That's weird. What's your good luck charm?
Well, I have a little rock I carry with me, and shoot, in my car, it's I have a little buffalo necklace. That's my good luck charm. I have that, like I said, I have a little rock I carry with me. I would say that's it. I really don't.
What's on your face?
I really don't. Cookie. I really don't have, I guess, per se, a good luck charm and thinking of, 40 Clover's rabbit foot. I don't rely on luck. Do you know?
So, I would say, I don't have a constant good luck charm I carry around, but I do pick up pennies if they're on heads. And I'll say, lucky penny. I have a pair of shoes that I was wearing when I hit a deer. And I was wearing these pair of shoes, and I've never worn the shoes again.
Okay, I can see, yeah.
Right? Because I don't want to hit another deer. Wait, what's going on? What's your problem?
My foot. Your foot?
Okay. Alright. What smell always brings back some type of memory? So, I don't know how to describe the smell. It's kind of a fruity, probably like a fruity flower smell, maybe like Hawaiian flower smell. But whenever I smell it, I always think back when I was a kid playing Nintendo. Because we had like one of those plug-ins or incense in the living room.
Oh, that's funny.
So when I smell that, I always think back on being a kid playing Nintendo. Or watching Batman. But being in the living room.
Mine is whenever I smell someone smoking a pipe, and especially if it's the applewood or cherry flavored tobacco, that smell, it always brings me back to my grandfather. He smoked a pipe, and if he could get it, or if somebody bought it for him, he would smoke the apple or the cherry tobacco. When I smell that, he was always good to me. He passed away, I think, when I was like 6, 7. But that, when I smell tobacco pipe, or pipe tobacco, I think of my grandfather.
You'd probably like the perfume called Pose Tobacco. I haven't been able to find it again, but it has it's tobacco and I believe apple. Yeah, it's one of my favorite perfumes, but I haven't been able to find it. Like, I don't know, I think they may have stopped making it. But Pose Tobacco, you'd probably like that.
I'll see if I can find some.
It's by Tokyo Milk.
Oh, okay. Maybe go on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the story behind your last rant?
Your dad. Well, it did. This just happened. I forgot to sew a pocket. His jeans were ripped by his pocket. I forgot to sew it. And so he got mad. While he's wearing the pants, he said, "You didn't sew my pants." Well, yeah, because now you're wearing them and I totally forgot. But when I went to mention, sometimes I ask you to do things and then he ranted on me. And so I ranted on him. Which I was going to say, you forget also. He said, "Oh, because I don't do something, you're not going to do it." Anyway, yeah. That was my last rant. Or was that an argument?
No, because you ranted to me today
Okay.
about it, so I guess that would be your last rant. And that's the story behind it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So what was my last rant? Probably about my husband, too.
Exactly.
How he doesn't help discipline the baby.
Yeah, that's true.
He just, because he's like, she's my baby. She could do whatever she wants. I'm the only one disciplining her. And that's not fun. And so he just lets her do whatever. And so that's my last rant, because she tore up the living room, which, you know, she's a kid, you know, but she's also got to learn to put her toys up.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so, but he won't take the time to sit down and have her do that.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important. And so, yeah, tear up your toys, you know, not tear them up, but, you know, she makes a mess, but at the end of the day, before you go to bed, clean it up. And he won't take the effort to do it. So I'm the one doing it.
One time I saw this guy, his cat, I guess, knocked over all the cat food. And he took the poor little cat and he had it by his little paws and was making him pick up the food. And it's like, when you're talking about this, all I can see you do is get behind her and making her pick up toys.
That's ridiculous.
Holding her little hands.
Yeah, I mean, she'll do it if you, like, do the song, clean up, everybody, and then she will. I mean, she's not opposed to cleaning up. It's just, you have to, my husband will be like, pick up your toys, and she'll be like, no, and then he just lets it go.
Oh.
And, so then I come along, and I'll be like, pick up your toys, let's do it, and then she will. But you just can't let her say no and then walk away.
Right.
No.
Rant over.
I don't know. I need a vacation. I need a vacation from my husband. We spent too much time together, and now I just...
I'm going on vacation, end of May.
I need a vacation from him. Okay, if you had the opportunity to look through someone's email without them knowing, would you? Yeah. I look through my husband's... I mean, if I have the opportunity to go through his phone, I will. Full disclosure, I will go through his phone. I'll go through his I'll go through his Facebook messages. I will check his emails. Yeah. I mean, not because I'm like looking for something, but because I'm nosy and I want to know what's going on.
No, not really, because I don't think I care enough of anybody else's emails. Oh, well, okay, maybe I'd go through yours if if you were still under the age of 18 and living at home. I'd probably go through your emails. But other than that, no, I'm not curious about all the emails my husband gets from Support Your Local Gun Club and Bows and Arrows and Hot Rods and,
Yeah, no, I mean, he doesn't get anything interesting either.
Yeah.
He gets Home Advisor, because we have our own business now, so he gets Home Advisor, just random. But no, I'll go through it.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd go through because I'm nosy. So I'd go through anyone's email. Yeah, I would.
Well, yeah, that's true. I seem to recall that.
What one thing would significantly make your life better?
Well, I think anybody would say, a nice retirement check, like, or, you won, I'd have to say probably 3 million now. I don't know if a million's enough anymore.
It's not,
Yeah.
because with taxes, you're only getting like 500,000.
Right. So, 3-5 million, money, but better health. Personally, for me, if my health was better, that would make my life so much better. But other than that, I mean, I have no complaints, really.
Financial security. I've been lucky this year, actually, where I've been able to stash some money away, and it makes me feel better knowing that I have some money in the bank and whatnot I don't worry about paying my bills. I could buy what I want at the grocery store, I don't have to buy the, okay, here's a brand that I'm loyal to, Kraft. Kraft is the only macaroni and cheese that's good.
You know what? Yes, you're right. I hate the generic
macaroni and cheese. And so, yeah, my life is significantly better because I can buy the Kraft and not the Great Value.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think financial security makes your life better.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
And now, my goal for next year actually is to get a will and get life insurance and make sure that everybody's taken care of if something happens to me.
Right. That makes we have that. We have our retirement, we have, backup money and...
Yeah, that's what I'm...
a will and life insurance. And you're right, that does make you more secure. More secure,
knowing that if something happened, you have fallback, you know what's So that's my goal for next year, is to do that. So, adulting stuff makes my life better. Being an adult. Can you explain love?
Love is stepping in front of a speeding train to save a loved one. Love is being totally understanding and open to anything your kids do, that you can help them and still love them and help them get over it, through it. Love is... hurts. Love is tacos.
I thought I just heard something in the other room. I think love is passion. And I'm not talking about passion. I'm talking about fierce emotions where you hate the person 1 minute and you like them the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like how they explain Europeans are, right? How
yeah.
You you passionately fight, but you still love each other,
Right. Yeah,
because
your dad and I.
Because apathy is not love.
True.
Because if you have apathy, which means you have no passionate feelings, you know what I mean? Just do what you want, I don't care. That's not love. But if you do care what the other person does and you do get upset about what they do, That's love,
Right?
right? I think.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we kind of covered this the same.
Yeah.
Mama, Danny,
What? That's love right there. That's love right there. My little sweetie.
All right, I think we got time for 2 more questions.
Okay.
What sound will
Bye.
No, we're not done yet. I know you're ready. What sound will instantly melt your heart? And we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Bye.
You know, I don't know if it sound. Now my own. Okay, so what gets me, what melts my heart, and good or bad. What sound? Okay, it's not.
I know,
You know, it's not particularly a sound, but it's a commercial that makes me, I swear to God, it brings tears to my eyes every time. So does that melting my heart? You know what I mean? If it brings tears to your eyes.
yeah.
St. Jude's Hospital commercials. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
They make me tear up every time. And, you know, if I won the lottery, man, they would probably get a big chunk of it. Because little kids with cancer, and they don't deserve it. And so I can't stand those. I mean, even the SPCA doesn't get to me as much as St. Jude's.
Yeah.
And that melts my heart. It makes me tear up every time.
I'll agree with you on that. I mean, there is no sound that makes, but that commercial. And that's what I personally donate to St. Jude's 4 times a year.
Yeah. It's just those kids don't, you know, it makes you think, well, you know, knock on wood, that nothing's happened to my kids so far. And,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and those poor kids.
I know. And they're so brave.
They're so brave. I mean, if you want to see brave, you know, watch those commercials or even go to St. Jude's and volunteer or whatever you can. Those poor kids, you know what I mean?
Or just donate.
Or just donate.
Donate.
Yeah, that melts my heart every time.
Yep.
Okay, last one. I don't want to end on that one. But we'll answer this, but I don't want to end on this question.
Okay.
How far back can you trace your family tree? I don't know. You know what? I'm not really interested in genealogy. I don't know why.
I can go back to my 4 great-grandfathers. Dad can go back to King Henry. What was it, the 8th? His brother. I guess that'd be King Henry the 7th. I don't know. He can go back that far. Richard the Lionheart.
That's
Adam
pretty
and
far.
Eve.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Would you ever do the Ancestry.com?
No.
No?
I'm not that curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that curious either. Nah. I don't care. To trace my family tree. Although I think it would be cool to actually have, you know, like in Harry Potter, there's that drawing of the tree, and it has, you know, the names and stuff. That would be cool to actually have.
Yeah.
But to trace it and to actually do it, I don't care. But I'd like to have it if someone would do that for me. I wouldn't say no.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay, here we go. Here's the last question. This is a good one. What have you been thinking about lately that has kept you up at night?
Well, what mostly keeps me, I mean, sometimes, yeah, my brain won't stop thinking about doctor's appointments or what-ifers. Mostly, well, go to Facebook and check out, what is it called? Paranormal Advisor page. There you go. That keeps me up at night. But other than just your normal, did I pay that bill? What am I going to do on that trip? Where am I going to go? Stuff like that. The normal stuff. Yeah. Since I'm a night owl, I don't sleep until 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. And then by the time I close my eyes, I'm asleep.
Yeah. I usually don't go to bed until about 1:30. And then I'll sleep for about 2 hours, and I wake up about 3, and then I'll get up for like 20 minutes, and then I'll go back to bed. But when I'm laying there, what keeps me awake, it's actually, it's different things. Like when I was planning, I had a weekend away, so I was planning the itinerary in my head.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we should get there about 1, and then we're going to do this. That's from 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 3, we're going to do this. So I was planning that, and it didn't bother me. You know what I mean? I wasn't, like, stressed out about it. I wanted everything planned, so that kept me awake. Last night, what kept me awake until I actually had to write it down was I have a grocery budget. And so I was like, okay, how much have I spent so far this month? I haven't taken that away yet, so let's say I haven't taken away $275. I haven't taken away $275 yet on my grocery budget. I better go do that right now. And when I got up, I had to go through my notebook and subtract the $275, so then I know that now it's the end of the month. Now I have actually leftover money from the grocery budget, but I couldn't sleep until I actually wrote that down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like stupid stuff.
Yeah, and if my, your dad isn't feeling well, that'll keep me awake. But mostly, I'm watching Hulu or Netflix or YouTube stuff.
See, I can't. Yeah,
I go to sleep at 3 o'clock.
I can't watch TV in bed because then my husband wakes up. He'll be like, "Turn it off! Turn it off!" So what I have to do is listen to Rain.
Yeah, that's what I've been putting on for when I know 2:30 or so. I'll put on Rain on a Tin Roof sound.
Yeah,
and by 3 o'clock, when you're dozing, and then I can fall asleep.
Yeah, so I'll watch TV up until about 1:30. Well, I don't watch TV until about 11:30. So the last 2 hours of the night, I'll watch my shows.
Yeah.
And then listen to Rain.
Isn't it funny?
Because that doesn't bother him. Because if I listen to lo-fi music, that bothers him. So I had to find something that didn't bother him that actually sounded like it was coming from outside. And then he thinks it's raining outside.
Yeah. That's what it's raining.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's raining.
So, this stupid stuff keeps me awake.
Yeah, random.
Random stuff,
random stuff.
What video ideas do I have? What video ideas and, math problems. I don't know, stupid stuff. What do I have to do tomorrow?
Yeah, if I have something to do that day, I have such a hard time going to sleep because I keep thinking, okay, well, I have to be up by this time, and there's nothing worse than knowing you have to be up by a certain time
and then not being able to go to sleep. So, all right, it's a lot of background noise, and I got to get going. So, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Like these.
Yeah, we might have to keep doing a part 3 and 4.
Okay, I'm with it.
And so thanks for watching. And if you like these kind of videos, I also do I'm also doing a peeling off the pounds series where weight loss, and I do idiocracies of the week on the weekend.